All right, man. Torture Talk, 12 o'clock show. You know what it is, man. You know what it is, man. It's my horn. I'll be back in the studio very soon. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. Some people say they like this look. I don't know if the pillow right there. I don't know if y'all like. I don't know. If y'all like an intimate setting or something. I don't know. But either way, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, had to do something real quick. Anyway, yeah, this is the 12 o'clock show. You know what it is, man. Amen. So let's get to it. So Rick Ross said something about the music industry that I thought was very interesting. And now you have the guy's son taking over. You know what I'm saying? He's only 30 years old. 30 years old. And he's taking over UMG, Universal Music Group, which is the biggest conglomerate in music. You know what I'm saying? So the guy stepped down and his son took over. And we are going to discuss that because I think this is a big deal. And I think maybe this is the reason why music has been such weird place. So we're going to get to it, man. Let's watch Raw speak, and then we're going to watch a video, and we're going to come back and discuss. All right, so let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
A lot of shakeups at the top. I'm an artist, but I'm also a businessman. And there's been a lot of shakeups at the top of the industry. And I would like to know the ramifications on experienced veterans such as Craig Cowman, Julie Greenwald, the exit of Sherry Bryant. As a boss, let's have a few discussions. This affects me as an artist and a businessman. But when you see the titans in the industry being replaced, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? How do you take it? How do you take it? Were they just standing in between the money? Did they no longer have their finger on the pulse to find the next Ice Spice?
What Rick Ross is discussing,
all right, so let me speak on that real quick. Ross is absolutely right. There's something going on in the music industry that I think a lot of people are unaware of. This whole Diddy allegation thing is a big deal because it affects a lot of people. And I think the reason why certain people are either being removed or stepping down or moving is because they have something to do with that P. Diddy allegations and all that stuff. Now, I know Elliot Grainge is implicated in the paperwork of the Diddy case. So this could be one of the reasons why he stepped down, because something's big is coming and nobody knows. And maybe they're trying to do it off record. Who knows? But a lot of things are going to be revealed in 2025. Trust and believe when I tell you this. A lot of things are going to be revealed. And it's a reason why they don't want certain people in office. I'm just going to keep it at that. So. But let's keep it going.
Explain to you in great detail. I want you to meet somebody. Meet Elliot Grainge, who's 30 years of age. Ladies and gentlemen, Elliot is the son of what many people would consider to be the boogeyman of the music industry, Elliot Grainge, very rich guy. He is the CEO and chairman of the biggest label in the world, Universal Music Group. It was announced on August 1st that Lucian's son, Elliot, at the age of 30, would take over as the CEO of one of the more successful labels this past decade.
All right, so this is what I don't like. And I tried, listen, man. I'm just going to keep it 100. I try to keep it 100. Man, This hat, man. This hat gotta go. I'll try to keep it 100, man. This is the reason why us as black people, man, we get so upset. These guys are white guys who's running hip hop, bro. And they're getting paid much more money than the average hip hop artist or all hip hop artists. These guys, look at these guys. These guys are not from the hood. They're not from struggle. They're not from hip hop, bro. They're not from it. But for some reason, these guys are getting paid off the backs of hard work of normal black Americans who do this music, bro. They're making billions. They're no different from the insurance companies who have you locked into an insurance policy. And you don't need insurance for your car. You do, but you really don't, but you do. Because it's required by law. So you get your insurance policy, right? And what happens? You pay for 30 years. You paying this insurance company for 30 years. And what happens? You miss a payment. They drop you. But you've never been in an accident before. So what happened to all the money that we done gave you? This is the same thing with these dudes. These guys run a conglomerate, a business, a organization, whatever you want to call it, off of black people's pain, and they're making money off of it. But we're always talking about the artists, but we're never talking about these dudes who, bro, let's keep it going, man. It's just crazy. This is going to be a real interesting episode. I'm going to tell y'all right now.
A music group, a.k.a. Atlantic Records Group, he succeeded longtime leader Julie Greenwald, who's a fan favorite, an artist favorite. A lot of people like Julie. She's now out at just age 30. Elliot Grainge is in. I want to take you down this timeline of Elliot Grainge, why so many people have concerns about how he's already in one of the most powerful positions of music. In just 2013, Elliot was a student at Northeastern University.
You see what I mean? Like this is what they call it, nepotism. That's what they call this shit. This is exactly what this is. And this is why people get so upset. They're so mad. And this is why black people get so mad at white people, right? This is exactly why. Because of shit like this. And this is when they say, you know, I'm one of those people that I don't always agree with the whole everything is racist, everything's dead. I'm not that guy. I don't agree with that all the time. But it's hard for me to argue against the shit now. Because this type of shit here is exactly what they be talking about. How the fuck in 2013 it takes certain rappers. It takes certain rappers to get on. It takes them 20 years to get on, to even get recognized. This goofy motherfucker, within 10 years, he became the CEO of the biggest record label ever, the biggest record whatever of all time, or the biggest record company. This guy, 30 years old. So he was 21. Now he's 30. So within 9 years, he became the CEO of a company, of the biggest company. Where's the people that were under him? Where's the black people who worked hard to get to that position? They can't be there? What about the people that been there? This is crazy.
In 2016, Elliot launched his own label, 10K Projects. By 2023, Elliot had already partnered up with a couple of different investors, bigger entities, and by 2023, he had moved his label, 10K, underneath Warner Music Group. Warner purchased 51% of Elliot's 10K label, but they also allowed him to remain.
That's bullshit. Oh my God. This is bullshit, bro. This is bullshit. This is exactly why people get so upset when they say stuff like, oh, white privilege and systemic racism and systemically this and that. I always have to argue this. But in this case, I'm 100% wrong because this is exactly what they're talking about. Look at this shit, bro. How the fuck did this guy become where he's at within 10 years, 9 years? He became the CEO of the biggest record label in the industry over all these acts, bro. This is unbelievable. At 30. At least his father was probably in his 60s or 70s. But this is bullshit, bro. This is bullshit. And then on top of that, you got all these record labels they have black execs. They have black CEOs or whatever. But they're not over top of these niggas. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This shit is crazy.
CEO of it, and he joined their global leadership team. Again, keep in mind, 10K had artists like Trippie Redd, XXX Tentacion, Ian Dior, Tekashi 6ix9ine, and as most recently, Ice Spice. And now,
yes, he did have 6ix9ine. I remember that shit. That's where I'd seen him from. That's where I seen that name from. That's crazy.
To 2024, Elliot Grainge has been appointed Atlanta Music Group CEO. So obviously a relatively quick timeline for still a very young man who just so happens to be the son of one of the most powerful men in music. Lucien Grainge's son, Elliot Grainge, now stands as one of the most powerful people in music as well. A lot of people...
Bullshit, man. So when people talk about nepotism, I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it in certain spaces because it happens. It doesn't happen everywhere, but it happens now. And this is happening right in front of our face. All of these artists, these black artists, are working for these white people, bro. And this is what happens. Now, I'm not racist. I'm just giving y'all the facts and what it is. I'm definitely not racist. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not one of those guys that don't like white people. I love white people. But I'm just telling y'all what it is so y'all can see it and recognize it. Because you can call it out. Just like white people call out black on black crime. We can call out when white people are doing shit to us without being called racist. Just be clear here. You know what I'm saying? And maybe us as black people need to learn more business practices instead of jumping at the first opportunity. Maybe we need to just separate ourselves from the music industry and create our own music industry. Maybe that's what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to create our own music wave, our own music industry, and have them work for us. Because this is crazy how somebody could be in charge of your stuff and you create it and they're in charge. It's no different from what Uber and Lyft do to motherfuckers. They find you a ride. You driving around your car all day in your car, and they're telling you they're taking more money than you, and you're doing all the work in your whip. I can see if it was their car. It's your car. You're doing all the work. You're paying for the insurance. You're doing everything. Paying for the gas. They find you to ride, but for some reason, they taking more money than you are, which is crazy.
Not happy about that. Obviously, Rick Ross has his concerns about how he invests his money, how he works as an artist, a business owner, an executive, all that great stuff. It's definitely very concerning, and let's just state the elephant in the room. Black people can't climb the ranks that damn quick. I don't care who our father is. That's why you don't hear me complain about LeBron allowing his son Bronny to be a part of a team. Like, this is like Bronny James somehow jumping the line and getting a $30 million deal on his rookie deal, despite not being a proven NBA player yet. Like,
that's 100% facts. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody was complaining about LeBron James. Oh, how can he let his son? Why would he put his son in the Lakers? They do this shit to us all the time. There's no way in the world you can tell me that any black person can jump into a company like this and become the top. And in fact, I'm going to put it to you like this. Black people, for the most part, when they're in business, we're more honest than white people in business. In this business, not all businesses. In the music business, for the most part, we're probably the most honest. Now, we do got our Diddy's and we do got our Russell Simmons and all that shit, but they had to play the game to win. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But for the most part, we're probably the most honest and the most upfront. A lot of these people, it's a lot of trickery going on. It's a lot of deadly games being played behind the scenes that really fucks us up. I think that us as black artists and us as black CEOs, we need to remove ourselves from the music industry that does not have our best interests at heart. I don't care how much money they're offering us, because they're offering you the money because you made that money for them. And what I mean by you, I ain't talking about you in particular. I'm talking about all the black artists before you. You as a black person represents that. The hood, the culture has made the money for them. We need to take the culture from them. That's what we need to do, and leverage it against them. You know what I'm saying? Telling them like, look, we want half, or we want this, or we want that. You know what I'm saying? You get this percentage and we get most of it. How is it that, and this doesn't even have to, I'm saying that the reason why I'm bringing up black is because this is, for the most part, hip hop runs the music industry right now. But this has been going on before hip hop. It's been going on for years. This has been going on since the rock days, since the oldies days, the R&B days. This been going on where they get pennies on a dollar. But we allowed that. We can't allow that shit no more. We can't. We don't really need them anymore, to be honest with y'all. We don't. There's plenty of streaming services that will play your music and you can get paid. But they persuade you by keep giving you shit and you take it. You never seen that much money in your life, so you run towards it. We need to get out of this. I'm telling you.
How wild what's happening right now with Elliot Grainge in the music business. Not only is he only 30, just for perspective, I'm 30 years of age right now. I don't have anywhere near the potential to be an executive, a CEO of any company right now, which means I need to work harder, but let alone be the CEO of Atlantic Records. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlantic.
That doesn't mean you need to work harder, brother. It really don't. You're doing just fine. What the problem is people can't jump the line. Now, if you're saying that you need to work harder to become a CEO of something, doesn't mean that. I don't take it that way, but I know you wasn't saying that like that, but I'm just throwing my 2 cents in there.
Has been one of the most important music labels over the last 10 years. They've had a lot of success that includes Cardi B, Bruno Mars, Roddy Ricch, Kevin Gates, Gucci Mane, Ed Sheeran, just to name a few, literally just to name a few. These are some of the artists that have had tremendous runs with Atlantic Records. Elliot now reaps the benefit of Atlantic's last 10 years of success. He now takes over as their new CEO. And let me just tell y'all, Elliot is a digital man. This dude is a numbers guy. You want to know probably one of the reasons why Cardi B is getting this album done? Because Elliot ain't playing no games. This dude gets it. He's got the business game from his dad. UMG was a huge part in Birdman and a lot of the business he's done with his Cash Money label, which obviously features a Wayne and Drake and Nicki at one point in time. This is a big deal. This is what people are talking about in the music business. I just wanted to catch you up a little in a little quick 5 to 7 minute video setting. If you want more music news broke down to you like this, you want to make sure you're tapped in with your boy. Big things are happening in our country, in our world right now, and music is not exempt. CEO.
I agree. I think that it's a little more deeper than what we think. And attack on free speech, that's a big deal. And a lot of people are fighting for it. Even though you might disagree with certain people, they're still fighting for free speech. You know what I'm saying? But what he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? As far as Cardi B and Kevin Gates and Ed Sheeran, these are big artists. The reason why we are in the position we're in is because we allow it. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. We accept it. We allow it.
Executives are being laid off at rapid fire paces here. Any big salary that you can let go of and retain about 60% on the dollar. That's what's happening right now. And Atlantic is no different. Time, love, and support is what your boy never take for granted. Salute. I'm out. All right, y'all. The NFL season.
All right, man. So that was a pretty good video. Yeah, man. He's absolutely right, man. And again, I seen somebody in my comments and they said, "Oh, I don't like the fact that you say white and black." Listen, man, this is the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no racist. Far from it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to call it like I see it. And I'm tired of white execs running black music. That's it. You don't see black execs running anything white. You know what I'm saying? You don't. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing black execs run white music. I mean, white execs running black music. That's it. Maybe we need to get it together more. Maybe we need to change our strategy. Maybe we need to stand together. That's what I'm concerned about. Because to me, it's unfair that you have all of these CEOs who never been in the struggle. They don't know nothing about the struggle, but they look at you as a number. And a lot of these artists, they're sellouts. And I don't mean sellouts as in like a sellout, the typical sellout that you think. No, what I mean by that is they get sold. They sell themselves, and the whole theory of them selling their souls and all this shit. I ain't in with all that Illuminati shit anymore. I mean, I still believe in certain things. You know what I mean? I still know about the Bilderbergs. I still know about Skull and Crossbones. I know about all Illuminati shit, the Enlightened Ones. I know about all that shit. But for me, I think it's a little deeper than that down, because it's not just deep anymore. It's more in your face. And I think a lot of these artists, they see this money and that's all they care about. Their family comes from nothing. They don't have shit. So of course they're gonna take the money. Why wouldn't they take the money? It's $30 million put on the table. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take that. $1 million if it's put on the table. They're gonna take it. So you gotta understand. But at the same time, we need to learn how to restrain ourselves from that and come up with a cohesive plan. I think the reason why we're where we're at today is because we don't have no leaders. All our leaders are misleaders. And I'm going to say that again. All the black leaders are misleaders. At least the ones we follow. Because the ones that you don't follow are not misleaders. They're telling you the right path to go down, or at least giving you the blueprint for it. But all the ones that you listen to every day and they telling you to do something without asking questions, yeah, those are the guys that are the misleaders. They're the misleaders because they have a traditional mind state. They grew up in a certain way and they want to keep you there too. That's it. So we have to get past that. Us as black people, we have to get past that. We got to learn how to how would I say this? We have to learn how to ignore everything that is just put in our face and look at the ramifications of it. Because if somebody offer you $1 million for something, that means that you have a product that someone will offer you $30 million for eventually. And if we put ourselves in the right position, we can leverage this against them. There's no way that in the world that this 30-year-old should be in control of the biggest music label in the industry, the big brother label in the music industry. And all these black artists is getting crumbs while he's sitting back pushing, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or signing papers. He ain't doing no work. You know what I'm saying? He may be making deals, but most of that stuff is already put in place anyway. So all they got to do is swap out and swap in. You already worked at a company where you didn't understand how to do it, and they send you to training, and then the training is you just type the first letter and the whole name come up because it's already in the system. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. And that's what they be doing with these artists. They just swap one out and swap one in. That's why they got the same genre on repeat. Oh, this person sounds like that person. Oh, he gets killed, or something happens to her, or they don't want to listen to her no more. Oh, Her butt ain't fat enough no more. Okay, let's go to this next girl. Oh, here they ain't want to listen to this dude here. Okay, let's go to this dude. They're similar anyway. Oh, I like his music. It's the same as this guy. It's just all it is just insert here, insert here, and they just making money off of us. You know what I'm saying? But either way, man, that's the episode. You have yourself a good afternoon. 6 o'clock show is coming up, man. Make sure y'all go check out the 8 a.m. episode where I talked about DJ Academics hating on Kendrick because he got the Super Bowl. Man, make sure you go look at that. That's a pretty good episode. All right, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.